It's late in the evening. The house is quiet. The lights are dim, and nothing unusual is happening. You're sitting on the couch, scrolling through your phone, maybe watching a video, maybe just passing the time. And then suddenly, you feel it. That strange feeling people sometimes get when something is watching them. The subtle awareness that your brain notices before your eyes do. So you slowly look up, expecting nothing. But then you see it. Your parrot, sitting perfectly still, not moving, not making a sound, just watching you. And if you've ever lived with a parrot, you know exactly the look. That quiet, focused stare. The one where they tilt their head just slightly and lock their eyes on you like they're trying to figure something out. Most people assume it's meaningless. Maybe the bird is bored. Maybe it's just looking around the room. Maybe it's just a random moment of curiosity. But scientists who study parrot behavior say something very different. Because when a parrot stares at you like this, it almost never happens by accident. In fact, in many cases, your parrot is doing something surprisingly complex. Something that involves memory, social intelligence, and a level of observation that most owners completely underestimate. And once you understand what's really happening in that moment, the way you see that stare will never be the same again. Many people think that when a parrot stares at them, it's angry. But in reality, anger is rarely the reason behind that intense gaze. Some people assume your parrot is acting weird or being strange. But most of the time, what seems strange is actually very intelligent behavior. Others think the stare is completely random, that it has no meaning at all. But scientists studying parrots tell a very different story. That stare is often a sign of observation and analysis. A way for your parrot to study you, your actions, and your reactions. So next time someone says your parrot is just staring randomly, remember, there's usually a deeper reason behind that gaze. Parrots are incredibly observant creatures. They don't just stare randomly. They constantly analyze your face, noticing small movements and changes in expression. They track where you look, how your eyes move, and even subtle glances. They read your emotions, happiness, curiosity, frustration, all in an instant. This isn't random. Your parrot is actively trying to understand you. They remember patterns, actions, and even small habits. Every glance you make, every tiny gesture, they notice it all. Even small actions like picking up a cup or reaching for a phone are analyzed. Your parrot is constantly scanning, learning, and making mental notes about your behavior. So next time your parrot locks eyes with you, remember, it's not staring, it's understanding. To understand why parrots stare, we need to go back to their wild ancestors. Parrots evolved to live in flocks where constant observation was key to survival. They had to watch each other, learn behaviors, and notice threats quickly. This constant observation became a natural skill, an instinct. They learned to analyze social interactions and understand intentions of others in the group. This is why parrots today still pay close attention to everyone around them, including you. Their stare is an inherited behavior, a survival skill that evolved over thousands of years. Every glance, every tilt of the head, every stare is part of that instinctive social observation. Even as domestic pets, this behavior remains strong and natural. So the next time your parrot watches you closely, remember, it's not just curiosity, it's evolution at work. Behind the stare is a fascinating biology. A parrot's brain is wired for observation and memory. They have specialized areas that help recognize faces and track movements. This allows them to remember patterns, people, and even small habits. Parrots also form strong social connections, which their brain carefully monitors. When they stare, neurons in their brain are actively processing what they see, linking it to memories and emotions. They compare what they observe now with what they remember from the past. This combination of memory, observation, and social intelligence makes their stare incredibly meaningful. It's not random. Each gaze is a mini analysis of the world around them. The brain of a parrot works like a social and emotional supercomputer. So when your parrot stares, it's actively thinking, remembering, and connecting the dots. The first type is the curious stare. Your parrot is intrigued by something new in their environment. Next is the trust stare. This means your parrot feels safe and connected to you. The warning stare signals caution. Your parrot has noticed something unusual or potentially dangerous. The food stare is easy to recognize. Your parrot is eyeing something tasty and planning their next move. Finally, the bonding stare. This is a loving gaze, showing connection and affection. Curious stares often happen when something new catches their attention. When your parrot maintains eye contact without tension, it's showing trust. A warning stare occurs when they detect a potential threat. Food stares are all about anticipation and focus on treats or favorite foods. And bonding stares happen when your parrot simply wants to connect with you. Here's a surprising fact about parrots that most people don't realize. Parrots can remember faces, even after months of not seeing someone. They track emotions and changes in mood with remarkable accuracy. This means your parrot isn't just watching, they're understanding how you feel. They can distinguish happiness from frustration, excitement from calm. In other words, parrots are subtle social observers, almost like tiny psychologists. Even simple behaviors like a smile, a frown, or a sigh don't go unnoticed. And the more they know you, the more accurately they read your moods. This is why a parrot's stare can feel so intense. It's their way of connecting with you. And now you know, your parrot is not just staring. They are watching, remembering, and understanding you. When your parrot looks at you, it's not just curiosity. They are observing, analyzing, and remembering everything you do. Every glance is meaningful, a reflection of their intelligence and social awareness. They're connecting with you in their own way, trying to understand your feelings. It's a combination of curiosity, memory, social instincts, and affection. Understanding this changes the way you see every stare. You realize it's not random or meaningless. It's communication. And in that stare, your parrot is saying, "I'm paying attention. I see you." Every glance is a lesson in patience, awareness, and connection. So the next time your parrot stares at you, remember, it's trying to understand you.